What's going on, everybody? It's your guys. That's right. Them boys that support them boys. I am the buff nerd, J-Stogs. Let's go. And of course, I am joined by that man, that dude, him. They call him
I'm him.
voice. That's right. The voice of Heel Country Sports, Trey Collis. How you doing, man? How you feeling?
Oh, I'm great, man. Yeah. I'm great. People are like thinking of me like they contacted me Sunday night. I'm great.
Yeah.
I'm great. I'll get you a little bit why I'm feeling great tonight. But
Yeah.
hey, like I was telling you backstage,
Mm-hmm.
it's weird. We're only in week 9 or week 10 of the NFL, but yet we're already in
Yeah.
high school playoffs. I'm calling 2 games this week, baby, in San Antonio area. Make sure you tune
Yeah.
us out on Jam Broadcasting Sports. But man, I'm pumped up. I know people are like, "Oh, why are you pumped up? Cowboys lost." Whatever. I'll give you a reason why here in a minute. Why I'm so enthusiastic about this team. But go ahead, Jay, Buff Nerd. Go ahead. I'm
Yeah.
gonna save it.
I love the enthusiasm. Just a little bit of house cleaning, housekeeping, if, as it were. Make sure that you check us out. Of course, you're looking at us and listening to us here live at BGSE Network, Big Game Sports Entertainment Network, where sports and entertainment collide. Make sure that you subscribe, you like, and you smash that bell, because you need to know whenever we cast, and we do cast. You have Man Cave on Mondays. Of course, you have Cowboys Cutting Up here on Tuesdays. Big Game Sports Buzz on Wednesdays, Thursdays. Those filthy guys from Philly, Two Birds, One Show, come on. 9 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We're definitely going to talk about that. But yeah, we definitely have that going on. So make sure that you please support the cast. You can always pick us up wherever you listen to your favorite podcast and that platform. Oh man, excuse me, yelling so much. But yo, it is what it is, and here we go. You know what, Grandizer, just for you, man, just for you, because you come in, you always support. We appreciate you. Make sure that you like it. Yeehaw, cowboy up, hell yeah, and yippee ki yay. Um, Listen, this past weekend, we saw some greatness happen within the Texas, especially North Texas area. Okay. Let's just get that out the way. Of course, the Texas Rangers won the World Series and had their parade this past Friday. Not the greatest of parades, but they had a parade. You know what? And I believe it's many to come.
Did
Okay.
you go?
No, no, man.
You
I no,
should have, man.
no,
It's a once in a lifetime
no.
opportunity.
It's not a once in a lifetime
Oh,
opportunity when it comes to
okay.
parades, and you will see another one here very soon.
I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know,
for sure.
man.
Um,
Everyone thought that about the Cubs,
I
and now look.
I hear you. I hear you, man. First of all, it's the Cubs. Okay, let's stop right there, buddy.
They won
Let's
before.
stop right there. Yeah, we're gonna hit you with the takeaways after the loss to the Eagles, man. Why the Cowboys lost. Um, that's for sure. Of course, you know what I'm saying, Grandizer, my dude for you. Uh, but yeah, we're definitely talking about the Philly game. What happened, how we felt about it. I mean, well, let's just jump into it. Initial thoughts, Trey. I know you've been chomping at the bit, I think, since really kind of Sunday evening, chomping at the bit. What your impressions after this game? All right, let's say during the game.
Well, let's just start this. My daughter was with me. My wife wasn't with me, right? So my daughter, she knows how she's 5 years old. She knows how I act during Cowboy games and stuff like. She goes,
Gotcha.
"Daddy, your team lost. Why are you not upset?" Well, here's why I'm not upset, baby girl. Here's why I'm not upset. Did we or did we not here after the 49ers game, we can't contend with the best teams in the
Yeah.
NFC? Did we or did we not say that Dak Prescott was an elite quarterback? I'm the one who said Dak Prescott was not an elite quarterback.
Yes.
That
Yes. We both said that.
dude, you know what it took for the Eagles to beat the Cowboys? 3 fumbles that bounced right back into their hands,
Yeah.
3 scores that were literally 1 inch away from scoring a touchdown or a 2-point conversion would have made it totally different. And then
Yeah.
one third down drive from the Philadelphia Eagles, who is helped out by the referees. We'll get into
Yeah.
that a little bit later, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Dallas still had a chance to win this game. I'm enthused. I'm
Yeah.
excited. Like,
Yeah.
everyone in the world knew, like, the Philadelphia Eagles and Dallas Cowboys. But I think everyone could have come to the conclusion that each team's gonna win on their home field. I
Yeah.
everyone thought that. But the way Dak almost threw for 400 yards, even got sacked 5 times, but still had 400. CeeDee Lamb almost had 200 yards,
Yeah.
no run game whatsoever.
Oh, yeah.
He took 3 fumbles and popped right back into the Eagles' hands.
Yeah.
And a bad route by, I don't even know who our tight end is, who that stupid play, whatever the case.
Yeah. He's like the third string tight end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he ran and Ferguson was also at fault. That I'll go back into that a little bit later. But Ferguson
Yeah.
didn't pick him off when he should have been, and
Yeah.
then, but anyway, the case
Yeah.
may
On that
be,
real play. Yeah.
no run game whatsoever to speak of, which I said was going to
Right.
happen.
Yeah.
And Dallas still had a chance to win with 5 seconds left.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm going off on the media right now. Detroit Lions got manhandled by Baltimore. Seattle
Yeah.
Seahawks got manhandled by Baltimore. And all I hear was like, oh, Seattle had to play in a different time zone. Oh, the Lions, it was a letdown game for them. Oh,
Right.
excuse me? Dallas proved they're a top 2, top 3 team. They can play with anyone in this league. San Francisco, on the other hand, has lost 3 straight since beating Dallas. 3 straight. And all I hear
Yeah.
on ESPN radio is, oh, they don't have Deebo Samuels. Oh, they don't have Trent Williams. I'm sorry. What? Is it
Yeah.
injuries part of football? When Dallas had the same injuries without Tyron Smith playing in that game, when they didn't have their linebacker, when they had,
Steele. Yeah.
like,
Steele
we
wasn't
had
playing.
a
Yeah.
lot.
Steele was hurt. Diggs
But
is out for the year. Yeah.
all I heard was, oh, the Eagle or the Cowboys that use excuse after excuse. But media is making excuses for the Dallas Cowboys. Yes, I know it's been 30 years. But this Dallas Cowboy team right here, I think even though we lost the game, I think it's an uplifting moment because look, the Cowboys, who do we have Sunday? Giants. We already beat 40-0.
Yeah.
They're without Daniel Jones. They have a quarterback right now, backup quarterback who they don't even trust to throw anymore.
Right.
Then we have Carolina,
Yeah.
Washington.
Yeah.
Dude,
And
even
then the
with
Eagles again. Yeah.
and then the Eagles again in Dallas, which Dallas has won 11 straight games at home.
Yeah.
I'm encouraged. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The Eagles did not impress me. It took the referee's help. I'm not blaming the referee. It was bad on both sides. I'll give you that. It was
Yeah.
horrible on both sides. But it was inconsistency, right? Like when the game was going on. Like that
Yeah.
third down play when Jalen Hurts threw that ball way out of bounds and they call a pass interference call on Stephon Gilmore when they didn't even touch him. And then CeeDee Lamb's going up the seam and they grab his arm. They don't call nothing on that. Michael Parsons fixing to get Jalen Hurts for a sack. When you rush up the middle to get more yard or get the first down, then you call a holding play on that. I'm just saying it was just inconsistency and everything like that.
Yeah.
It was just horrible. It was a horrible officiating game. It was a good game between maybe the top 1 or 2, 3 teams in the NFC, and the referees kind of blew it a little bit. But hey, Dallas, and I also want to say this: anyone blaming Dak Prescott for this loss is not a true football fan. They just hate the Cowboys.
Wow.
Dak Prescott did not lose this game. Dak Prescott's the only reason we were in this game. Fair or not fair?
Listen.
Fair.
Okay.
I
mean, you
375 yards,
you've
0
gone
TD,
off for
3
like this
touchdowns.
past 6 minutes. So I'll let you go for the past 6
I'm just saying.
minutes.
So all the Dallas Cowboy fans who listen to you, turn off ESPN, turn off Fox Sports. They're Dallas Cowboys haters. They are. I'm straight up honest with you. They're Dallas Cowboy haters. This Dallas Cowboy team that played Sunday on the road in a hostile environment in Philly with the referees going against them majority of the time. Let's just be honest with ourselves. I'm not making excuses. Dallas had opportunities and they just blew it, whatever the case may be. Against the referees as well. And that rush that Dak got sacked 5 times and we still only lost by 5 points.
I hear what you're saying.
I'm sorry. I'm encouraged. I'm sorry. I'm encouraged.
Yes. Okay. I've heard everything you said.
And I will also say this real quick before you go on. I'm glad we played Philadelphia in Philadelphia this early in the season because if you look at the schedules, Dallas the next 4 games, we should go.
Yeah.
We should win out. Eagles, on the other hand, have Chiefs,
Yeah, they got
Bills,
Yeah.
Like tough games.
Yeah.
And
No,
I
they do.
think when they come to Dallas in 4 weeks in
And San
December
Francisco. Yeah.
and San Francisco, when they come to that's gonna be for the division champion. That's gonna be for first place in the NFC. I guarantee you it right now.
Wow.
On it.
Yeah, it was Schoonmaker. That's who
Yeah.
it was that had his
I
knee
didn't even know
down.
he's on our team until now.
Dude, like I said, he's like the fourth, fifth tight end. For some reason, we love carrying tight ends, especially this year. Um, I'm conflicted. Here's the reason why.
Why?
I'm conflicted because Dak had a phenomenal game. 29 of 44, 374, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. But here's why I'm conflicted. Because numbers don't lie. And I've said this before. When Dak throws for more than 38 times a
He
game,
had to this game though. Those numbers are
I hear no
he had
wait, I hear what you're saying. Yes, he had to, because as I stated last year when they were talking about getting rid of Zeke and making Tony Pollard the featured back, and I said, this is a mistake. People said, no, look at Tony Pollard. Look at what he can do. He's explosive. He's this, he's that. Listen, 12 carries, 51 yards. He's averaging 4.2. Now they're talking about featuring or actually giving more carries to Dottle, who averaged 4 yards.
He had a good game. He had a good game backing up. He ran the ball hard.
He ran the ball hard. He had 2 carries.
Yeah,
How hard is it?
But that's why I'm going back to the referees, though, right? Like they called a holding call when it wasn't even a holding call.
I hear you, man, but there's a point to where you are what you are, right? You are what you are. Here's the conflicted part. At the end of the game, there are times when you have to know to make a better decision than taking a sack 11 yards behind the line of scrimmage. I know what you're going to say.
Please
I know what you're going to say. Listen, you have to be better than that. Now, look, I'm encouraged. I'm very encouraged. I watched the game. I was actually at the Star in Frisco around lots of Cowboys fans and Eagles fans. For whatever reason, they went there. I was there with them watching the game because my son was playing a flag football tournament. Got second place. Congrats to them. And he made the Pro Bowl. Congrats to him. Here's the thing. First of all, I don't like watching games in that environment anyway. Okay, because people just get obnoxious. You introduce a lot of alcohol. They get stupid and they want to yell in your face. You don't even know them, whatever. I loved watching Dak play this game.
He looked good. Not only this game, he's looked good the last 3 weeks.
After the bye, and I guess someone finally taught him what the offense was supposed to do. I don't know. Because after the bye, he's looked good. After the bye, in the red zone, again, it's awareness and understanding his body as well. He's coming off of injury and he's still not sure if he's fast enough. He mentioned that in the press conference. He is like, hey, I didn't know if I could make it. In hindsight, yes, I could have made it. Trying to jump over people, don't do that, Dak. Don't leave your feet, man.
That scared me a little bit. That scared me.
Well,
I'm glad
again,
he did it, though. I'm glad he did it, but it scared
no, you're
me.
not. No,
Yes,
you're not.
I actually was.
You can't be glad he did that.
I am.
How can you be glad he did that?
Because, like, it showed me, like, hey, I'm in this to win this. I'm going to put my team on back.
No.
And how many times have we seen Dak go in the air and get that touchdown? How many times have we seen that?
Not that many.
Oh, I've seen it.
Not enough. Not enough to say, oh, that's iconic, or oh, he's about to jump, touchdown. No, he's 5 yards out.
Dak, if you're listening, I liked it. I apologize for everything I said.
Dak,
You're
be smarter than that. Be smarter than that. You've already been injured. You've already had a major injury, right? If he lands wrong, he's out. What do we have after him? Cooper Rush. Now, a lot of people say, hey, we'd rather have Cooper Rush anyway. Don't give him, don't don't give him the fodder for that, right? He's got 2 years left on his contract. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. But yeah, that was my thing. Seeing CeeDee Lamb, get the yards, that's awesome. That's great. Ferguson, seeing Tolbert catch a touchdown, that's great. Turpin catching a touchdown, that's awesome. Now, here's where Grandizer, this is where my stock up and stock down goes to, okay? First of all, Tony Pollard is stock down, bro. It's
Well, this is where I kind of wish we got a Derrick Henry or try to get Zeke back, right? For
yeah.
those even though Dallas converted, I think on 90% of their fourth downs. Like I
Oh,
love
yeah.
Mike McCarthy's play calling. He went for he's aggressive. I loved everything Mike McCarthy did this game.
This game, I
I
loved it.
I did too.
The
I loved
4th and
everything about
ones, it was like, I'm going for it. We doing this. I loved it.
I
I
did
loved the
too.
aggressiveness.
But at the same time, we're starting 5 yards back in the shotgun when it's like 5 yards back. I'm like, what are we doing? Like, you know what I mean?
Because
Because everyone, I thought, but hey, he called a great game with those four.
no,
Mike McCarthy, I give you kudos, man. You called a hell of a game, and I think this is going to be a momentum thing going toward the regular season, or the rest of the final season. I just think Mike McCarthy, the red zone got better. The red zone got a lot better.
no quarterback in the National Football League takes snap under center anymore. They don't do that.
Eagles do.
For a push tush or tush push or whatever it's called. But other than that, he's out of the shotgun.
That's going to be banned in next year. That tush
You
push.
say that, but
it is. It's going to be. It's going to be.
I don't see how.
I do.
I don't see how. Okay.
I do.
I mean, there's not. First of all, you're talking about player safety, which we know the National Football League is not for anyway. And unless your quarterback is the one getting hurt, not linemen, because the NFL does not care about those particular players. They're not, high priced players or high visibility or high profile players. No one cares. No one cares. No one cares. And D linemen, they don't care. If your quarterback gets hurt, yes, but not the D lineman. Here's what's crazy about this game. These are the team stats. The Philadelphia Eagles had 292 total yards. The Dallas Cowboys had 406. Dallas Cowboys had 333 passing yards, and the Philadelphia Eagles had 183.
So tell me who the better team is, please.
Hold on, no. Now, we talked about the rushing yards, right? Philly had 109. Okay. Dallas had 73, despite having a mediocre, and I say that at best, mediocre run game or
There was no run game. There was no run game. That was Dak Prescott.
Performance. We'll call it a running performance.
Yeah. That just tells you Dallas can compete.
I mean, you can say I don't know if it's bad coaching. I think it was just bad execution.
You know what? That's another thing I'm freaking sick and tired. Bad coaching. Oh, I'm sorry. Mark McCarthy had the false start penalty. Oh, the delay game penalty. Oh, no, that was on the Cowboys offense. Yeah, you can go back and coach. But at the same time, was the red zone not better except for that last series? Was the red zone not better?
You know what? And that's the problem I have right there is it's great except for, and it's coming down to the last series. It's coming down to the last plays.
But let's be honest, brother.
That's when you win. That's championship pedigree.
The Cowboys didn't have been at the 5-yard line.
You find a way to win. That's what you do. You find a way to win. It's a tush push part of lifting a player and nearly carrying them to get yards, which is against you. No.
Here's the thing. I'll talk on this for a little bit, and I will give Jalen Hurts and the Eagles credit. Everyone tries to do the pushes, the Philly shove, or brotherly shove, whatever the case may be, whatever they want to call it. No one has a quarterback that can squat 600 pounds like Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts can move that pile by himself with his legs. No one else can freaking do that. That's where the difference is right now.
Well, then get your quarterback that can. Here's the other thing, too.
Who? Name one quarterback that can do that besides Jalen Hurts.
I'm sure there's someone out there.
Not a quarterback.
I have to believe it.
No.
They may not be in the net. Well, there probably are, but they're a backup because that's all they can do is squat 600 pounds. They can't throw the ball because apparently Jalen Hurts is not really throwing the ball, right? Not like he used to, or at least he's trying, and it's different.
No, he's hurt. He's hurt. He's hurt. He's hurt. He's hurt. Oh, shut up.
Take 3 points when you're in the situation and take the 3. Yeah, but you know what?
I,
If you
I,
have
I
a
said
great
that. I
opportunity,
said that when with over 2 minutes left to go in the game, and it was 4th down. They went for it. I'm like, kick the field goal. We have 3 timeouts left. Trust your defense. That's what Mike McCarthy said. We kick the field goal there. We don't have we kick a field. We win that game. We win,
do we?
dude. We're only down 5. When we kick a field goal, we're only down 2. We stop and get 3 now, like we did that. Like we did.
I mean,
We
look, I'm
win.
not gonna
We win.
say what I'm gonna say about that though is, I mean, look, that was luck. Okay, that was luck, and sometimes you have to be lucky to win. I'm not gonna say that you can't. Sometimes you have to be lucky, but you have to be smart as well and aggressive. Okay, you want to win. I have no issues with going. You're there. You're that deep in. You're gonna kick a field goal from the 2. Come on, man. Yep. Come on. Come on. Go ahead. You pin them back. You get an opportunity, and then you say, "Trust your defense." Trust the defense, and that's what they did. So they had to punt way deep, right? And so when they did that, hey, guess what? You have an opportunity to win the game like they did. Now, again, because you had the penalties, because they helped you out. Look, it's 51 yards of penalties that got you up the field. Now it's time to go ahead and do what you have to do. Those are facts.
I know this shame is so on both sides. I'm not saying that Dallas. It was bad on both sides. Let's just be straight up on it. It was horrible.
Hold on.
This is the worst.
The back tap, bro. That's the worst name I've ever heard a football play called. You never want to call it the back tap. Let me find a 40. I know a 49ers fan. I'm going to call them up tonight, and ask them about the 49er back tap, because that's not something you just say to another man. Hey man, we're gonna run the 49er back tap. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. That's not something you do. No, exactly. Try to kick the field goal. Trust the defense. They weren't playing bad. They weren't playing bad. No, they weren't. But again, I think the situation called for the right call. Listen, you have to be aggressive. If you have an opportunity to score, score. Look, Dak was dealing, right? We just said that. Dak was dealing. Here's the other issue that I have. Okay. And I don't know what's going on at the facility or play calling, but where the hell is Brandon Cooks?
That's the only problem I had. He had 0 catches, I think.
No, he was targeted twice.
But that one target was the PI that got us in the at the end of the game with no timeouts left.
Right.
He did, but man, and that's one thing Mike McCarthy's going to look back on tape. And this is why I'm like every loss is not a bad loss. I think this is a good loss. I think Mike McCarthy's going to go back and look at tape. We can use these next 4 games to get Brandon Cooks back in motion when Philly comes back to Dallas. I think he's going to get him more involved. We have we have Bryant now, who just signed today, about 3 hours ago, just signed with the Dallas Cowboys.
Which I don't understand. Why did we sign him?
I love it. You know how much open that's going to give CeeDee Lamb?
Okay, wait. Hold on.
I love it. I love the sign.
They said the same thing about Cook, though, and they don't target him.
Dak doesn't target him. Dak targets CeeDee Lamb. Dak targets the tight end.
So what makes you think they're going to target the other? He hasn't played since 2018. What are we doing here?
Dude, it's a risk. It's not a – what's the word I'm looking for? It's not a big risk. Like, we already had the deep – like, our offense is wrong. But if he helps our offense take the top off and get the look – no, listen to me.
I respect you. I do. I like you. I think you're a nice guy.
You're not going to let me finish?
No, because it's stupid, which is
no, it's not. No, it's not.
Think about the receiver room right now.
In the slot, you can move CeeDee Lamb in motion. You can so many more weapons. And then Tolbert, who had a hell of a game. Tolbert should have probably been in for Gallup. Gallup needs to be freaking cut. I'm sorry.
I said that 2 years ago,
and I finally agree with you. Gallup needs to be cut because the difference. The difference in this game was right before the end of the half when Gallup dropped that 3rd down pass.
bro.
That would have been
that
7
is
points.
that is what Gallup does.
But he
He's
came back
been
and made
doing
2
that.
hell catches after that. Oh, it was like, come on.
Oh my
But
God. That could have gone to Cook. Listen, listen to who's in your receiving room right now. Just listen to who's in your receiving room right now. You've got, of course, CeeDee Lamb, right?
yeah,
You
200
also
yards.
have Tolbert. You have Gallup. You
Tolbert's
have
been
Brandon
balling.
Cooks. You have Vontae Turpin. We haven't even talked about the tight ends. We haven't even talked
Ferguson.
about the tight ends. Ferguson, right?
But see, this is why it's like not a big like if he gets cut or he's not that great, who cares? Like we keep him away from Philly. Philadelphia probably would have made him a freaking all-star or no all-pro.
They would not have. Trust me on that. There's no way. Because they have AJ Brown and Wright. So, dude, this made no sense, the signing. And I heard about that. That makes no
I love the
sense
signing.
to me.
I'm sorry. I love the signing. I love it.
No, man. That's
I love it. I'm sorry. I do. Get you another weapon.
that.
I'm
Thank
sorry.
you. Thank you, Big Game. I've wanted him cut before he was injured. And then after he came off of his injury, I was like, you got to cut him. You still got to cut him. If you can't trade for him, cut him.
Well, before his injury,
this guy.
Gallup made those hell of a like those. He was a red zone threat, right? Like because he can do this toe tap
No,
from the end zone.
he wasn't.
Yes. Oh, shut up. Yes.
No,
Oh
he
my
wasn't.
God. What games are
Stop
you
it.
watching?
I'm watching all the games. What game are you watching?
I'm watching a lot of red zone opportunity when Kellen Moore was our offensive coordinator, and he threw the Gallup with the like.
And
How the
guess
hell
who
did
else
he
you
make that
had
catch?
there?
How
Guess
the hell
who
did he
else you
make
had
that catch?
there?
Gallup did a
You
great
had
job.
Cooper. You had Cooper and CeeDee Lamb.
God.
Gallup was the third receiver.
And he still made
Right?
hell of a catches in the red zone.
Oh no, he didn't.
Oh my God! You know what?
No,
I want. You know what, James?
No, he didn't.
I want you to give me the link to this freaking StreamYard here, and I'm going to make a YouTube highlight of all the Gallup before his injury, all the miraculous plays he made.
You should do that because that'll last about a minute. You can put that on Instagram, TikTok, because it'll be about a minute. You got 60 seconds on there, so you can do it there.
Oh my God! You don't remember?
You don't have to put it
how
on
the hell
YouTube.
Catch that! Oh my God, dude!
60
You're the
seconds.
prisoner of the moment. Yes, Gallup sucks right now. Tolbert, which I
Right
said
now?
in preseason,
Right now.
Tolbert should probably be your third string or your third wide receiver.
I mean, and then you got Turpin who plays in the slot. You can have Tolbert in the slot. You can have a 4 wide where you have Turpin.
And then you put Mateus Bryant in there, who's going to be a deep threat. It's going to help Cook be wide more open.
Cook is already a deep threat. Cook is already a deep threat.
Yeah, but you can put him more besides the deep threat. You can put him in the slot. You can do a 10-yard game. Oh, you know what? The next 5 games, you're going to see. Watch. Garrett, mark this show. I'm telling you right now, Cook is going to go over 1,000 yards by the end of the season because of this Mateus Bryant signing.
Wait, hold on. Okay, so let me get this straight. We're mid-year.
Yeah, mid-year. We're not mid-year yet.
Right now, Brandon Cooks is on pace to have his lowest yards.
Exactly
ever.
why Mateus Bryant's going to do so much for Cook. And CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb's going to have a hell of more better year. You know, he had 200 yards.
I wish he was back here. I wish Amari Cooper was still here.
I do too. That was a stupid trade. I don't know why we did that.
Because we're idiots when it comes to receivers. We're idiots. We're stupid.
Well, we'll say this: CeeDee Lamb has balled out since the bye week.
You know why? You know why? Because the media and everyone else said, "Okay, wait a minute. How is Gallup getting more targets than CeeDee Lamb in the first half of this season?"
Oh my God.
Like Gallup was getting 13 targets and CeeDee Lamb was getting 7.
Oh my God! What Cowboy games were y'all watching?
Look it up.
I'm talking about.
They don't call me the buff nerd for nothing, man.
I'm talking about James. I'm talking about James. I'm like, remember the play that Gallup had before his injury?
No, he was.
Remember when he tore his ACL? He made a miraculous catch to tear his ACL. You don't remember that?
The one catch he made.
A deep threat. What are we talking about,
dude? And then they sign him to $13 million a year. Are you kidding me? Was it 10? It was like 10 million.
I'm
Bro,
with you. I'm with you right now. Cut Gallup. I don't want Gallup.
right now.
I say Tolbert is a better receiver than Gallup. Tolbert, I told you in
Yes.
preseason, he is going to be. And look what happened
Okay,
after Gallup dropped
that
that
was
40-yard pass.
okay. First of all, you said that his rookie season, so that was the last,
I said
last year, 2 years ago. You're like, oh, Tolbert's going to be great. They
and he
start putting him
finally
in.
started.
Tolbert was not that great. I
He
didn't
was
say
a
it was
dumb
trash or bad.
player.
He just wasn't that great.
I'm
This
leaving.
year,
Bye.
this year, he has come up.
I'm out.
He's
Bye.
been a way better receiver. That's fine. That's okay. That's okay. I know you're still there because we still got to talk New York.
No,
But
we
he
don't.
was.
I just talk.
Yes, we do.
No.
Yes, we do. We have to.
We have to.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
But no, we
50
don't.
nothing at halftime.
50-0 halftime. Wow. I don't think they cover the spread personally.
I'm joking.
Here's the problem because Dallas a lot of times, I won't say a lot. Dallas sometimes plays down to their competition.
No. Yeah, they play. Yeah, not this year. Not this year. We're blowing
Not
out
this year?
crappy teams. We're blowing out crappy, except for Arizona.
Arizona. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
that was
that part.
Arizona's Super Bowl. Let's just be straight up honest with it. That was Arizona's Super Bowl.
It doesn't matter, man. So, I mean, it
But
doesn't matter.
hey, that win,
Josh Dobbs.
that loss to Arizona looks a lot more comparable with Josh. Like, you see what Josh Dobbs did? Vikings didn't even know anybody's name. Didn't even take a snap, and he won them a game. Josh Dobbs is a good
So
quarterback.
who were they playing?
I'm just saying that was their Super
Who
Bowl.
were they
or whatever.
playing?
We were looking forward to the freaking
Who
whatever.
were they playing?
I don't care. It's past.
You do care.
I don't care anymore. That,
You
that
know
was
who it
way back
was.
in the
You just
day.
don't want to say it. Wait, 5 days was 3 days ago. It hurts to be wrong, I know, man.
I'm not wrong. You're wrong on everything we've said so far. You're the one saying that Gallup didn't make great catches and everything for his ACL tear, and I'm here to tell you you're wrong.
4 years ago.
That was
Gallup
2 years
4 years
ago.
He was out for a season, and he was out.
He was not out for a
seasons.
season. No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was.
No,
When he tore his ACL. So, wait. Let me get this straight.
He was not out for a season. He tore his ACL back in December, and he came back mid-October. He was not out for a season.
He was out for a season, sorry.
Oh, my God.
But that's okay, because he was out the previous season as well. But you know what?
Oh, my God.
That's fine.
What are you smoking over there in the Granbury, man? I want some.
Nothing yet, but it is coming. Nothing yet. It's Tuesday. You don't smoke on Tuesday. Excuses. Hey, you know what?
I'm not making any excuses. Eagles. Can I say this real quick with the media? Going back to the media.
You will.
What? Excuses. Isn't the media making excuses for the Detroit Lions who got obliterated by a great team in Baltimore, 37-3 or 7 or whatever the case may be?
Some are saying Baltimore, and some are saying Baltimore is the best team in the NFL.
And then Seattle, who people say, oh, they're better than Dallas, gets obliterated by Baltimore, who, I'm sorry, like they keep making excuses for every little thing but the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys, there's no excuses. I'm sorry.
Volunteer powered, member owned. Look,
here's what. Don't listen to the media of the Dallas Cowboys. Just play your freaking game. You'll be fine. You will. I'm telling you right now, you'll be fine.
Should we be worried that Stephen A is optimistic about?
No, I hate Steve. You know what? Here's what my wife. Like, I came home Sunday night after watching the Cowboy games with my dad, which I hate watching with him, by the way, because he makes he's too the Dallas would come back or whatever the case may be, whatever. But he's like, oh, this is typical Dallas. Dallas will always come back. I've seen it I'm like, yeah, they won a Super Bowl in 30 years. But my wife goes, should I ask how the game went? I'm like, I'm not encouraged. I'm encouraged. And Stephen A. Smith, on the other hand, and she goes, why are you still a Dallas Cowboy fan? I go, because when they do win the Super Bowl, I'm going to be the first one, Stephen A. Smith's page. I'm going to be the first one in ESPN. You do not want to be around me if Dallas makes
play down to competition is the excuse. I'm telling you, though.
Who are they playing besides Arizona? Have they not obliterated every losing team?
Yes.
Okay, so how are they playing
Arizona.
down to their competition?
South Arizona. Now again,
One game.
okay,
One game.
I hear you. I hear what you're saying, Trey. This is what I'm gonna say to that, right? New York.
We obliterated 40
Right.
to nothing.
New York should be a blowout. Should be a snore fest.
It's gonna be horrible. It's gonna be horrible.
Yeah, it probably will be. Okay. Yeah.
Carolina, gonna be horrible.
Yes. I think they're regretting the fact that they didn't take
Oh my!
you
Oh,
know,
I will talk about C.J. Stroud. There's no good Ohio State. He's gonna be the first Hall of Fame. Mark it right now. Mark this tape. He's
Hall
gonna
of
be a Hall
Fame?
of Fame.
No.
Yeah.
Rookie of the year? Quite
He's gonna be a
possibly.
Hall of Fame quarterback, dude.
Not in Houston.
Oh,
Not in Houston.
dude, have you seen what they're doing with no skill players hardly whatsoever?
Not
Can you name me
in
one skill
Houston.
player on that team besides Dalton Schultz?
I didn't even know he was there. Listen,
Exactly. And look what he's doing. He has a 4-4 record with them. Dude, this guy is legit.
that's the AFC South.
He's a
What are
top
we
5
talking about?
quarterback, not rookie.
AFC South.
Who?
It's AFC South.
I'm sorry, they beat James's Buccaneers
Tampa Bay?
without a kicker.
That's not big.
Oh,
That's not a ooh. That's not big.
God,
That's nothing.
watching? Why are we watching NFL games? Let's just watch the Super Bowl.
I mean, some people do that. I don't. I watch every game.
God.
I watch every game. But it's true. I mean, you cannot sit here and tell me that Tampa Bay is just like this great team. Like, we got to circle. We got to circle the calendar because we're playing Tampa Bay. There's no disrespect, but that's just what it is. But I mean, look,
75 yards in 45 seconds without a timeout. The way he threw that ball, the way he's been tearing it up. No turnovers. This dude is legit. This dude is going to be a top 5. He already is a top 5 quarterback this year already.
Didn't I just say he's going to be Rookie of the Year?
That's no doubt. But I'm talking right now. He's going to be a Hall of Famer if he keeps up the way he is.
Oh, not in Houston though.
That's what I'm saying. He's in Houston with no skill players that we can even think of right now.
That's
he
what I'm
has
saying.
a 4-4 record.
No. The AZ game was a rarity. AZ, for whatever reason, has Dallas number. It happens. It's weird. But it happens just like Lions versus Seahawks. No, not really. Arizona, we usually do.
We haven't beat Arizona in how long?
Yeah, we usually. Yeah. Listen, he's in Houston. Houston has a tendency to, especially when it comes to ownership, they have a tendency to be great and then say, you know what? We're too good. Let's beat this down somehow, some way.
Please mark this tape. Please.
Yeah. Because I'll tell you what, they're going to get a Belichick OC as a head coach. There you go.
That head coach is already good right now. Ryan, or what's his name? Ryan. What's his freaking name? From San Francisco. He's already a hell of a head coach right now. Oh my God, they're 4-4 with this no skill players to think of. Trade away their best players, and yet they're still 4-4. No, okay, James. No.
Ooh.
No. No.
Wait. Now you just said that he's a top 5 quarterback.
He is.
Which means Dak is at least a top 5 quarterback.
He's
and
a top
both
5.
have said,
well, dude,
Dak is not a top 5 quarterback.
The last 3 games Dak has played, he's a top 5 quarterback in this league. I'm rejecting my statement. He is playing top 5. He's not turning the ball over. He's not. He's playing great ball. I have to admit, he's playing great ball.
He had an interception last week. What are you talking about?
That was not his fault. That was a tip ball, whatever.
I'll give you that. It was a tip ball.
That was not his fault.
But he shouldn't have made the throw. He should have made the throw.
Oh, here we go. He
shouldn't have made the throw.
Whoa.
It was a tip ball.
Okay, Patrick Mahomes is number 1.
He's not Patrick Mahomes. Please don't compare him to Patrick Mahomes.
Who has more interceptions this year? Please. Please.
Don't compare Dak to
Please.
Patrick Mahomes. Let's
I'm
not do
not.
that.
I'm not.
You just said, well, what about Patrick? Don't
I'm
compare
saying this
Dak.
year, who has more interceptions this year? Jalen Hurts or Dak?
Jalen Hurts does.
Who has more interceptions, Patrick Mahomes or Dak?
Patrick Mahomes does.
Oh, so what's wrong with what I'm saying right now?
Don't compare Patrick Mahomes to Dak. Because Patrick
This
Mahomes,
year,
this
I'm
is
not
different.
talking about previous years. I'm talking about this year. Dak's having a better year than both those quarterbacks. He
No,
proved it
Dak
Sunday.
is having
Oh,
the best 3 weeks.
oh
His
my
3 weeks are better.
God.
Because here's the other thing too, man. Think about it like this. Who would you have quarterbacking your team when you're down by 5 and you got to go the length of the field?
Well, the Chiefs had that 2 weeks ago when Patrick Mahomes threw an interception.
I'm
Dak
just
did not.
asking.
Just
I'm
saying.
just asking. Who
I'm
would
just
you
saying.
have?
I'm not saying all time. I'm saying right now,
Oh
Dak
my
Prescott's playing the
gosh.
best quarterback position I've ever seen in my life.
Why are you not going to answer the question?
No, because we all know it's Patrick Mahomes, but the same.
Okay, then what are we doing here? What are we
I'm
doing?
saying this year. I'm saying this
Oh.
year. Oh, I'm sorry.
Mm.
I'm sorry. Patrick Mahomes only scored 9 points against the Denver Broncos, who gave up over 70 points to Miami. We're
Yes,
talking about
that's
that
true.
guy? Okay.
Yes. Yes.
I'm still Patrick Mahomes is
Absolutely.
better than Dak. Don't get me wrong. I'm not. But the last 3 to 4 games, Dak Prescott has been the best one of the
And I
best
think we
quarterbacks.
can both agree. Dak has a better receiving core than Patrick Mahomes does this year. Hey, I watch him. Trust me, I watch him.
So you take CeeDee Lamb over Travis Kelce?
That's a tough one. That's a good question. Would I take CeeDee Lamb over Travis Kelce?
Right now.
I would probably right now.
Travis
Ooh,
Kelce.
no. I
Yes, you
actually
do.
probably would take CeeDee Lamb.
Oh my freaking God.
That's a push. That's a hard question. This year, that's hard, man.
Well, okay. Travis Kelce with Taylor Swift in the offense.
Hell no. CeeDee Lamb all day. Not a Swiftie. I mean, yeah, I could see that. You take Travis Kelce, but
So,
I mean,
okay, you take them two out. Would you say
okay.
Dallas and Kansas City still has the same
No,
receiving core?
no,
So
no.
so you take Gallup over Hardman?
Yes. Actually, think about it like this. Because that's first of all, that's you're talking about Hardman is like their number 2 or 1 receiver, really. Because you got Tony, who can't apparently he has hands of stone. Uh Sky Moore, who apparently cannot run
Right.
a good route or catch at all.
Well,
Um,
no other Cowboys can catch besides CeeDee Lamb.
no, Cook can if he ever gets the ball thrown to him. Uh, Luke Key can, the fullback. He's got good hands. He gets no receptions or targets. Gamate Turpin. Hey, he catches the ball and scores.
I'll give you Turpin. Turpin.
I,
I thought he was out for the game, and then he came back and made a hell of a catch in the end zone.
I mean, and we just talked about Tolbert. Tolbert is better.
Tolbert.
than-
I said that.
Okay. So, I mean, yes, Dallas has better receivers than Kansas City. You can say I'm smoking, not yet, but I will be. Light them up. But look, all I'm saying is if you put Patty Mahomes on this squad, bro.
Okay, so Patrick Mahomes. Though and I will say this: the Dallas defense let Dallas down last week. This Sunday. Can we agree?
No,
In that third quarter,
no.
we had a
You can't.
17-14 lead, and we could not
Yeah.
stop Jalen Hurts. We didn't even throw for almost 250 yards.
I think I
Our
said
Dallas, our ref
last year. I
this
said last year, Jalen Hurts' legs when he gets outside can beat Dallas's defense. They have an issue with Jalen Hurts running outside the tackles. I said that when he gets to the end, for some reason, well, not some reason, I know what it is. they take bad angles. They can't tackle this guy. He
They
outruns them.
did do good. Like he didn't run like I said in the Eagles podcast, which I hated being on, by the way. But
No, you didn't. You loved it.
I did. That was actually a good show. I'm not gonna lie. I actually love. Like I hate Philadelphia fans, but those two are actually realists.
They're fun.
They are
They're
fun. I really enjoy y'all. But other Philadelphia fans, I cannot stand.
Oh yeah, they're horrible.
My wife's cousin, I cannot stand. He's a Philadelphia fan.
Yeah, they're
I cannot
horrible.
stand him.
I don't know him, but he's horrible.
They're all horrible. They're horrible.
Yeah, there you go.
Like what? But these two guys are legit. They're realists and everything. They even said the same thing I did. Jalen Hurts isn't right. He isn't, and it's gonna that's why I go back to that push. It's gonna hurt him. He's gonna.
Yeah, there's something's gonna happen. I mean, even though he's a stout quarterback, but I think also he's trying to stay in the pocket more. The OC and the way they're running their offense is obviously definitely different. So, just trying to accommodate that piece. They're not as dynamic as they were last year. And yes, they got away with one here.
They did.
And that's not me being biased. Maybe it is, but they got away with one, and Philly knows it. And Philly fans know it because they haven't really been vocal like they usually are after they,
I think
beat
Dallas,
the Cowboys.
if you watch, even though Dallas lost, I still think Dallas is a better team. I'm sorry. And these people are like, oh, the better, like I watched Speak with LaShawn McCoy and Joy Taylor. Shut the hell up with these two. Like I cannot stand these people. They Cowboy haters. Oh, the better team always wins. Oh, I'm sorry. So the Jets are better than you? The Cardinals are better than the Cowboys? The better team doesn't always win.
Yeah.
Like everyone knew it was probably going to be a split between these two. And Philadelphia got us at home. They got us at home. We're a total of 3 yards away from winning this game in a blowout. Let's just be straight up honest with ourselves. We had this game. And it goes back to probably coaching and McCarthy and everything like that. But this goes back. I'm enthused. I'm enthused. I think the Dallas defense, seeing the way Dak played, they're gonna lift up their game. Like, all right, we need to lift up our game. I think they're gonna be better. Bland played a hell of it. Say what you want to about Bland.
Bland is getting better.
Bland has played. That was a hell. I'll give you credit. That was a great throw by Jalen Hurts in the end zone when they do that deep run to Smith. That he played that perfectly. There's nothing you can do. And then the Stephon Gilmore pass interference call. Are you freaking kidding me? That was a stupid call.
There were some bad calls in there.
Yeah, there were horrible bad calls. The referees. Yeah. I'm saying on both sides. There was bad calls on both sides. And I will say this before we go to the Giants. I'm pretty sure I don't know why we're going to talk about the Giants, but anyway, we're going to talk about them.
Give about 2 minutes.
Yeah. I will say this. The referees almost took away one of the best football games we've seen all year. I'm straight up honest. It was horrible on both sides of the ball. It was horrible. Yeah. I will say I'm not making excuses. Dallas had a chance, and if Dak doesn't step out of bounds on a 2-point conversion, yes, Dak probably should know where he was at. But at the same time, it's hard when you're in that momentum. And then the touchdown that was taken away, which was PI, by the way, because I'd seen plenty of film. That was total PI.
Yeah.
He didn't run in the end zone. He knew he had to get in the end zone. Should have got more in the end zone. Ferguson did a horrible job of doing the pick play. He just ran his route. He didn't pick off anybody in the blanket shift. He did a horrible job. It was 3 plays right there. We probably would have won by 10 points. But, hey, give credit to Philly. Philly did a good job. They took advantage. And we stripped them 3 times, and the ball bounced right back to them.
Yeah. I mean,
you cannot tell me Philadelphia is a better team. I'm sorry. I cannot say that. I can't say that. I can't. Watching this game, I cannot say that.
No, I think this was, a lot of the media and even some of the players, people around were saying that this was a measuring stick game more so than the 49ers game. I think that, again, that we measured up. I would have liked to have seen more running, which means that our offensive line has to get better.
Dude, Philadelphia's run defense is stacked. There's no way we
I,
would have won. We
listen,
tried and we couldn't get anything.
then to me, it's you have to be more creative when it comes to the running game and
Well, you saw that.
understand
You saw
your
that in the second
personnel.
half, late in the third quarter, fourth quarter. You saw Pollard get a little bit of momentum and everything like that. You
Yeah,
saw what's his name, Dim Willett, whatever his freaking name. He got, even
Dowdle.
though the
Yeah,
holding call was not a holding, by the way, if you want to call
right.
that.
But that's what I'm
Uh,
saying, though. You got to stick with it. You can't just abandon it. I mean, look, Tony Pollard had 12 carries.
yeah, but what do you
Dowdle
do
had
when Dak's dealing the way like Dak's seen the game perfectly? He played a great game. You can't take it away from him. When you knew that was a weakness in the Philadelphia Eagles, is a secondary.
well, I mean, there's play action. Keep them honest. I mean, if they're gonna pack that, excuse me, pack that box with 8 or 9 or whatever, I mean, which is what they do, and they have a great defensive line. I'm not gonna take away from them, and as well as linebackers. But dude, I mean, they're also getting to the quarterback. They're also sacking Dak. I think Dak had what 5 sacks this game.
Oh, that's right. I was going to go back to that when you said that Dak can't take a sack. Dude, he snapped the ball and freaking the Eagles were in the backfield as quick as he got the ball. It's easier said than done. There's no way.
He had that sack took about 3 seconds.
Yeah, dude, I give credit to defensive Jalen
3 seconds.
Carter, the Georgia front, Reddick. Reddick always makes a play
3
whenever it
seconds.
needs to happen, and it's exactly what happened.
At that point,
And still sucks. Still gave up all those sacks. Still
at that
sucks.
point, and here's the other thing, instead of stepping up in the pocket, he stepped back and continued to step back. That's a tick he has. He does not go up the ladder. He doesn't run up. He doesn't go up in the pocket. If he did that, he could have ran. He could have done some other things.
He
That's
played a great game.
there's my issue with him. So it's
Yeah, but
just
with
game
2
recognition.
seconds left, like, as soon as he got the ball, there Reddick was already in the backfield, Jalen Carter was
3
already
seconds. He had 3 seconds.
No,
And I
he had
understand
less
that
than
3 seconds is not a long time,
in the
but
fourth quarter, that last drive, he did not have time. I watched the film. He didn't as soon as the ball
I
got there was already
I
pressure.
watched I'm telling you, man.
Did you go back and watch it?
Yes,
In
he
real life?
had and he will tell you he should not have taken that sack. He
He should.
tells you
He should have
in the
thrown that
com
ball. I thought he threw that ball and they called it a sack. Well, I thought he threw it, but he should have just threw it into his arms and knocked it down and been stopped clock and got his momentum back. But hey, you know what? It's in the past. Let's see what happens these next 4 or
Yeah,
5 weeks.
exactly.
4 weeks.
Learning experience and all that. Listen,
Because
let's
Dallas
talk
has an easy schedule. They have a very
what's
easy
the what's the point difference? What's the point differential for, New York, Dallas? I think I think the spread is like
spread 17 right now.
17. Jeez,
Yeah.
went up even more.
Well,
Last
you
time it
know,
was like 16.
Danny Dimes is out. He's out
Yeah,
with torn ACL. He's out for the rest
yeah,
of
out for
the
the year.
year. They don't
I'm
trust their
glad they paid him.
quarterback to throw a ball whatsoever.
Yeah, I'm glad
I
they paid
It
Danny
might be a little letdown. I still think Cowboys win by 20 points in this game.
20 points.
I
Wow.
I
You think they're
do.
gonna cover.
I do. And Dallas needs it. Dallas needs to win because they know it. For that game against Philadelphia in Dallas to mean something, because Philadelphia has a 2 people say 2.5 game lead. I'm going to say 2. They have a 2-game lead. Because Philadelphia is going to drop one of these next 2. Maybe
Well,
they go 2-2 or maybe 1-4. I think 49ers will get him. Deebo Samuels is back. I think they have to win out to have this game mean something in December, early December.
Mhm.
And I think Dallas knows that. And I think Dallas is going to come up. And I think I just think Dallas is going to take control of this game. I do. The Giants suck. They do, dude. They're horrible. The Raiders beat them with was Antonio Pierce being their head coach, interim head coach? Come on, what are we talking about? Dallas is going to win by 20 points.
Let's see. Coming up, we have Giants, Panthers, Commies,
Win.
Seahawks, and then the Eagles. I think
Seahawks, even though they're 5-3, they're not
I think
good.
that's going to be a tough out. I think it's going to be a tough out. The Seahawks out of that schedule will be a tough out. After that, like I said, Eagles, Bills, Dolphins, Lions.
Dolphins are
We finish
fraud.
with the Commies.
Dolphins can't win against winning teams.
That's true. Lions will be a good.
Bills are
I
fraud.
think it could be.
Bills are horrible.
Yeah.
They have no
I think
run
they got exposed by Cincinnati. So Next game, yeah, it should be again,
I'm
as
telling
long
you.
as they don't play down their competition. I actually believe in what you're saying, kind of agree with you in saying, look, this loss, and it was a loss, was a learning experience that Dallas should take with them going throughout the rest of this season
Well,
to
not
say
yeah.
we can play with anyone. San Francisco was a letdown. Let's be honest. It was a
San
letdown.
Francisco has had our number. San Francisco is a horrible matchup for us, but Philly is not.
Get
That's
that.
why I was hoping if we somehow beat, we would have won in the Super Bowl last year. I truly believe that. Dallas matches up well against Philadelphia.
Eh,
It had to take lucky breaks for Philadelphia to win that game. That's why you're not hearing a lot of talk from Philadelphia fans right now.
that's what I'm saying. So, it is what it is, but I'm looking forward to the rest of the season. I'm actually looking forward to the spanking that the Cowboys are going to give the Giants again. And then the rest of the season, especially when we come to the comments, because they've just had a fire sale and no one is there, even though they're still winning. Well, they're making it competitive. I'll say that.
They beat New England, who sucks.
You still got to win. You still got to step up.
New England sucks, dude. They don't have an
You
offensive
gotta-
coordinator. They don't have Bill Belichick is pessimistic. I think we all can agree right now. It's all Tom Brady instead of Bill Belichick. I think we can all agree with that one right now.
Oh, whoa.
Oh,
Okay. All right.
I
We'll
are
see.
we lying? I'm sorry. Tom Brady went to Tampa Bay and won a Super Bowl. That's a fifth seed. I'm sorry. He went on the road 3 times and won a game.
Yeah, but he
Bill
had Mike
Belichick
Evans and he
hasn't.
had a
Bill,
formidable defense.
but Bill Belichick has not won any record
Well,
since Tom Brady's left. That's just
all
I'm
right.
just right now.
Okay. All right. Well, we see you don't like Bill Belichick. All right. Well,
Oh
look.
no, he's a cheater. I don't like Bill Belichick. But I respected the Patriots. I love Tom Brady. I love Tom Brady. But once he left, I think we all can agree that Tom Brady was more the influence than Bill Belichick was.
And on that note, hey, I'm J-Stogs Nerd. Thank you for tuning in to Cowboys Cutting Up. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and smash that bell. That is Trey Collis, the voice of Hill Country Sports. He's going to be getting into the playoffs this
Oh,
next
2
week.
games. I'm excited, man. I am
Yeah.
excited.
Texas high school football,
Dude,
some of
what's
the
funny
best in the
about this? Like, I watch like New Mexico, California, like they like try to amp
why
up
do you
the
not like your
playoff.
did you have nothing to do?
Here,
Is it
no, I
bad?
really didn't. No, like I get home late and I'm amped up for my Friday night call, so I don't get bed till like 3 a.m. So I go back and because I'm from New Mexico, so I watch like but then I watch highlights of Texas regular season games, mind you. They have helicopters and airplanes and
Oh yeah, man.
people getting $500 million stadiums in the Dallas Fort Worth and Plano, I think is what it was.
Yeah.
They just got a stadium 5 years ago. Now they're trying to get a bond for $500 million for building a new stadium.
Yeah.
Dude, Texas high school football is totally different from anything else.
That's
And now the real season starts. I'm just excited. I love it. I love Texas high school football. It's
there you
awesome.
go.
And then
There you
Texas football is doing a great thing right now. If Murphy can start doing some things, I think Texas will be in the college playoffs coming January. So good things are happening in Texas right now.
I don't know about that. But all
Oh,
right,
yo,
Big 12. Big 12. We'll have to talk about that on a Saturday morning, man. We'll do that. Hey, again, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for commenting. As always, stay up. Cowboy up. Let's go.